everybody, I'm Jack and this is Raw Tropical Living. I'd like to thank you for joining me today. It's another beautiful one down here. We're definitely in summer though. It's like last night, I know how long it takes for my AC to cool my room down and then I can turn it off. It's taking longer. Just came from getting some sun a little while ago and I'm about to go into where I work in a few minutes, so I thought I would do a video. Had it on my mind. I was reading a little bit this morning when I first got up, or soon after I first got up, and I'm currently reading, well, I say I'm currently reading. The one thing bad about these electronic books is they're so easy that I end up buying one and I'll have 3 or 4 on my iPad at the same time, so I don't read them all the way through and then I come back and forth. But I've been reading Becoming Raw, The Essential Guide to Raw Vegan Diets, written by Brenda Davis, Vasanto Molina, and Ren Berry. I'm sure a lot of you have heard it. It's actually probably a book that's great for beginners, but as somebody that's been doing this for 2.5 years, I'm also getting a lot of information out of this. And this isn't just about the book. It's like what I was reading this morning just reinforces what I have found through the course of my path, through the course of how my body has changed, and through the course of how I feel with different changes in my body and different changes in the way I've eaten as I've gotten more and more educated and know a little bit more about what I'm doing. And everything is just pointing to, people aren't exaggerating, you've got to eat. Now, I don't talk about the restricting and the stuffing so much because everybody just kind of beats that subject in the ground. And to be quite honest, I don't feel they do it in a really good way. They do both sides in like a gimmicky way. You got the people that are constantly under-caloried, under-fed, under-carbed, whatever you want to call it. And then you have the ones that are stuffing. Now, I'm not advocating stuffing 4,000 or 5,000, 6,000 calories if you're not active, but you need to know how many calories. You kind of have to take responsibility for this for yourself, knowing how many calories you need to be taking in. For me, I keep edging it up, and I'm finding more and more, the more I'm eating, the better the results, the better I feel. I'm getting a little bit fuller. As I told you before, you know, when I first got into this, not knowing anything about what I was doing, I got down to an emaciated 143 pounds. I was very much restricting. Not restricting, I wasn't doing it on purpose, but I just was very much under eating. And I felt like crap. I didn't think about stopping this lifestyle because I don't do knee-jerk reactions. I knew, okay, well, you've got to learn more about this and you got to kind of see what's going on here. Because I knew I was on the right track, I just knew I wasn't doing things properly. So, you fast forward, and over the time, I guess that's been almost 2 years ago now, or a little over 2 years ago when I was at my lowest weight, and I've been slowly building myself back up and slowly trying to eat more and get more food into my body. Now, the last 3 months or so, I told you guys, I've been making a real concerted effort to get in 3,000 calories a day. I don't necessarily get a full 3,000 calories in per day, but I would say over the last 3 months' time that I've made good gains as far as getting close to that. I would say most days that I am in the high 2,000s, if not at 3,000. Now, what this even has me thinking is like maybe, you know, like I say, I'm trying to add a little bit, bulk a little bit while I'm working out and stimulating the muscles. I might bump it up to 3,500 calories. I know when I come back from the holidays, I've got to get a little bit more organized. I joke about it and joke about being fly by the seat of my pants and being lazy. But if I want to get in the calories that I want to get in, I'm going to have to make some effort. And that's going to be a lot of banana prep. Or more, not a lot of banana prep, but see, we have so many bananas down here, I just tend to grab them when I can. I don't do all this storage stuff like you folks do, or that I see people doing on social media, but I'm about to start, so I always have a banana stock. Because, you know, that 10 bananas, ice cream anytime, that's a quick 1,000 calories like that. So yeah, I'm going to bounce up. I'm going to try to go with 3,500 calories, and I'm going to see how that works for a while. And see if I get any increased gains on that. I figure I'll get to a point where I'm like, okay, now I'm eating too much, and then I'll pull it back down. But I figure if I shoot for 3,500 calories, I'm probably not going to get there anyway, so I'll probably be more consistent at hitting 3,000 calories. Another big reason, and I was reading this in Becoming Raw this morning, as I'm reading about the different nutrients, vitamins, minerals, that we need in our body. A lot of the reasons for deficiencies in a good number of them in a raw vegan diet is simply not getting in enough calories. If you're taking in adequate amount of calories, you should be at, like a lot of the ones are taken care of just because, yeah, fruits and vegetables have a lot of nutrients, have a lot of things, but you have to eat a lot of them to get that. So you have to pack in those calories. Listen, if you're doing a raw vegan diet, if you're doing a raw vegan diet on 1,500 calories a day, 1,500, 1,200, 1,000, you are probably deficient in a lot. Besides just being undercarb, besides just not having enough energy to make it through the day, you're not getting enough nutrients. If you're doing raw vegan, mostly raw vegan, and you're getting in 12 or 1,500 calories, you're just, you know, you're missing a lot of things in your diet. So the takeaway on this is you have to stop the conventional thinking of, like I did for so many years, like everything about the health, everything about your body is about calories taken in. It's all about the calories. I think so many people are just afraid to trust the process. They hear it, they'll say they believe it, but just bumping those calories up, that's just something that's foreign to them. They've never done this before. You've never, ask yourself, before you became raw vegan, raw before vegan, anything of any sort of this lifestyle, have you ever heard of any health professional, anybody helping you to lose weight, anybody telling that you're planning a program of getting healthier, to eat more, to not restrict? No. So you have to train your brain. You know, your brain is going against that. For people that are overweight, your brain's working triple time, quadruple time, because it's not just a matter of, yes, you want to get healthier, but, and it's normal. I talk about that sometime, and don't think I'm not empathetic to you if you have weight to lose. I understand that. You're anxious. I'm not carrying the weight, so I don't have to, you know, I'm not going through that mentally, psychologically. But you have to trust the process, because if you trust the process, you're going to get that weight off quicker. You're going to get healthier quicker. You're going to get energy quicker. You're going to feel better quicker. But you have to eat. You have to always be eating, and you have to have a good balance of what you're including in your diet. So the calorie is your friend, my friends. Don't be afraid to eat. And actually, you're hurting yourself if you don't eat enough on this raw vegan lifestyle. The raw to 4 people don't have as much of a problem with that, because the cooked carbs in the evening, you can get a lot of calories in quicker like that. So you can, I'm thinking with potatoes and rice and those kind of starches, you can bump up the calories. But when you're going just to fully raw vegan, which I do most of the time, and it can be a pain in the butt. But a lot of times, don't just say, well, it can't be done, or I can't do it. Just say, you know, you might even want to say, well, my schedule doesn't permit, or my lifestyle doesn't allow, because it can be done. It's just about getting the calories in. Anyhow, just something for you to think about, and definitely don't restrict. Eat all you want, but eat good during the day. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Hope you'll subscribe to the channel, and share this one with your friends if you like it. Anyhow, hope this is hump day when I'm making the video. Woohoo! Can't wait for the weekend. Life sucks. No, it doesn't. Wednesdays are good. Mondays are good. I was on the beach first thing Monday morning. Couldn't have been happier on the Monday morning. Be happy wherever you are. Be happy whatever you're doing. Peace and love, everybody. Peace and love.